Mike, Mike, by yourself, Jeff.
Mike, this is amazing.
Roll three.
Puta que pariu! Excelente, Mike. Excelente uppercut, Mike. Excelente fight stance, Mike.
Smoke that joint they go to gym.
No, seriously. And he has a left hand now that looks like it's firing off. He's
I love Mike to death. I don't want to kill Mike. Jesus.
Tyson.
Yeah.
Bro, we have to talk about this.
Tyson. Can you guys vouch for me? Am I right?
Yep. How you doing, Mike? Good to see you, brother. You looking good.
Boxing enthusiasts and sports fans worldwide buckle up for a roller coaster ride through one of the most unexpected and dramatic stories to hit the boxing world in recent years. The buzz is palpable, the stakes are sky high, and the questions are mounting: can Mike Tyson, the legendary former heavyweight champion, recover from a shocking knockout in training to face Jake Paul, the YouTuber turned boxer? Stay tuned and let's dive in together into more details. It was supposed to be just another grueling day of training for Mike Tyson. The former heavyweight champion, known for his ferocious fighting style and unmatched knockout power, was pushing himself to the limit in preparation for his highly anticipated bout against social media star Jake Paul. But on this fateful day, something went terribly wrong. Tyson, who has been training intensely, reportedly suffered a knockout blow in sparring, a development that has stunned the boxing community and left fans and analysts in shock. For years, Mike Tyson has been a symbol of raw power and relentless determination. Despite being 58 years old, Tyson's reputation as a knockout artist has never faded. His training sessions are legendary, characterized by explosive power, rigorous discipline, and an unwavering commitment to excellence.
And I'm happy that I was able to the ring with so many legendary fighters. You know, to become a great fighter, you had to become great. You had to fight great fighters. You had to fight good fighters. So I wouldn't be where I'm at if it wasn't for the certain guys that paved the way for me today.
58-year-old men are 58-year-old men, no matter what they look like.
Tyson's sparring partners have often spoken about the sheer intensity of his sessions and his uncanny ability to make even the most seasoned fighters feel the full force of his punches. Sparring partner mentioned, when you step into the ring with Mike Tyson, you're not just sparring, you're stepping into a hurricane. His punches are brutal, and his intensity is unmatched. Even now, in his late 50s, Mike can hit like a freight train. But on this particular day, Tyson's training took a dramatic turn. During a sparring session that was meant to be part of his rigorous preparation for the bout with Jake Paul, Tyson suffered an unexpected knockout. This news has sent shockwaves through the boxing world, raising serious concerns about Tyson's health and his ability to recover in time for the fight. Boxing expert says this knockout in training is significant. Tyson's age and the intensity of his training were already concerns. Now, with this injury, there are real doubts about whether he can make it to the fight. Another one added, Mike Tyson has always been a warrior, but his body has been through a lot. A knockout in sparring at this stage of his career could be a sign of more serious underlying issues. To understand the gravity of this situation, we need to delve into Mike Tyson's training regimen and the physical demands of preparing for a high-profile fight. Tyson's comeback has been nothing short of remarkable, despite his age. He has pushed himself with the same intensity and dedication that defined his prime years. His training routines are grueling, involving not just physical conditioning but also mental fortitude and strategic planning. Tyson's training regimen is designed to push his limits. His workouts include a combination of strength training, cardiovascular exercises, and technical drills. Each session is tailored to build endurance, power, and precision, elements that have been the hallmark of his legendary career. Tyson's dedication to his craft is evident in the sweat-soaked shirts, the relentless focus, and the sheer willpower he brings to every training session.
Here we are. Here we are. You fought against yourself and you won today.
Yes.
Look at the way he reacts. Days like that make a lot of difference in life. He fought against himself today. He came, he did the best training of the week. Why? Because he knew it.
Mike's fitness coach says Mike's training is incredibly intense. He's in the gym multiple times a day, working on everything from his footwork to his punching power. The goal is to get him into peak physical condition, but the risk is that the body can only handle so much, especially at his age. But despite his rigorous training, Tyson's body is not what it once was. Aging brings a natural decline in physical capabilities, and the stress of high-intensity workouts can take a toll. Tyson's recent knockout during sparring is a stark reminder of these challenges.
I thought Mike, I don't know, Mike was a little bit weird. When he was pushing me, though, he was having the time of his life.
Yeah, so when Jake and Mike did their face-to-face at the end of the press conference, first thing Mike did was come up to Jake, started throwing punches, some pushes.
He's like giggling and smiling and shit.
Last press run for Mike when the fight was first on, you were tubby. Like, you were the tubbiest I've seen Jake. So I can't blame him for calling you tubby.
Peak male performance bod is fat.
The question now is whether Tyson's body can withstand the demands of another high-stakes fight. Mike Tyson said, "I'm giving it everything I've got. I know my body isn't what it used to be, but I'm determined to prove that I still have what it takes to compete at the highest level. This fight means everything to me." The knockout has raised serious questions about Tyson's health and the future of his fight against Jake Paul. With November 15th rapidly approaching, fans and analysts are left wondering if Tyson will be able to recover in time. The impact of this knockout extends beyond Tyson's personal health. It affects the entire fight, including the preparations of Jake Paul and the broader boxing landscape. If Tyson's injury is serious, it could mean a postponement or even cancellation of the fight. This would be a major disappointment for fans who have been eagerly anticipating this showdown. The timing is crucial. Tyson needs to recover quickly and effectively. Any delays or complications could jeopardize not just the fight, but also Tyson's legacy and Jake Paul's plans. For Jake Paul, the prospect of facing an injured Tyson presents both challenges and opportunities. On one hand, an injured Tyson might make the fight more manageable. On the other, the uncertainty surrounding Tyson's condition could disrupt Paul's preparations. Paul's team is closely monitoring the situation, and the potential changes could significantly impact their strategy and training. Jake Paul, known for his transition from YouTube stardom to professional boxing, has been preparing diligently for this bout.
You said that you think Mike Tyson's gonna beat my ass.
Yeah. Listen, I have seen Tyson moves around, just like to show me stuff. He was like this footwork moving, like you move like this, and I'm like, we're done. Like, you know, calm down. You know, Mike will move from this side to this side without you knowing exactly at which moment.
Like,
do
that so what do I have to watch out for?
Like,
so what do I have to watch out for?
Everything. I mean, knowing Mike, I think Mike, I just believe that Mike will beat him.
His training has been focused on improving his boxing skills, building stamina, and devising a strategy to face Tyson. The possibility of fighting an injured Tyson could change the dynamics of his preparation, forcing Paul to adapt his plans and approach. Jake Paul's trainer were keeping a close eye on Tyson's situation. Our strategy is to be prepared for any scenario. If Tyson is not at his best, we need to be ready to adjust and capitalize on any weaknesses.
Water, they would say it's because I couldn't swim. And this is to make history. You know, if people think I'm going to get knocked out by this strong, powerful guy, all the people in my comments saying, look at his power, he's going to get KO'd. People are yelling at me in the event. But what happens when I put this man to sleep? This shit is not a joke. He's saying that it's going to be my funeral. He's saying it's going to be my wake. He's going to kill Jake Paul, all of these things. And that's why I love Mike, I respect him, but we're not friends anymore. Until November 15th, I'm knocking this motherfucker out, and we're going to see who's dead.
Well, I commend Tyson because he's one of the guys that paved the way for me to be where I'm at. You know, he's a legendary champion. And the only thing I have to say about Mike Tyson is everyone is always trying to judge Mike Tyson. He lived his life the way he wanted to live.
Boxer, terrifying. You know, even when I met him at one point backstage at the stadium at a fight, and I was like, I'm still terrified of you from watching you. You know, but then that guy he started becoming, where he became more explorative and he was looking into what, you know, the meaning of life and you know, having a smoke every now and then and stuff like that. You know, I was like, I'm enjoying this, Mike. You know, I'm liking the evolution. You know, what bothers me with this whole thing is that he's got to kind of, you know, slide back to that warrior, you know, and I'm just not sure he needed to do it.
The news of Tyson's knockout has sparked a flurry of reactions from boxing experts, former fighters, and fans alike. Opinions are divided, with some expressing concern for Tyson's health and others questioning the legitimacy of the fight. Let's take a closer look at the various perspectives on this unfolding drama. Mike Tyson's health and age are legitimate concerns. The risk of serious injury is high, and it's crucial that he prioritizes his well-being over the fight. Tyson's dedication is admirable, but at his age, the physical strain of training and fighting could be too much. This knockout could be a sign of more significant problems. Even prominent figures in the boxing world are weighing in on the situation. Eddie Hearn, a well-known promoter and boxing commentator, has voiced strong opinions about the fight's legitimacy and Tyson's readiness. Eddie Hearn says, "This fight is raising a lot of questions. Tyson's age and health issues make it questionable whether he should be in the ring. While there's a lot of hype, the safety of the fighters should be the top priority." In addition to experts, former fighters have also shared their thoughts. Evander Holyfield, who famously fought Tyson twice, has offered his perspective on the upcoming bout. Evander Holyfield added, "It's an intriguing matchup, but there are concerns about Tyson's ability to handle the physical demands of the fight. Jake Paul is younger and stronger, which could be a significant advantage." To fully grasp the significance of this situation, it's essential to understand the context of the fight between Tyson and Paul. This matchup, which has generated considerable excitement and controversy, represents a clash between two vastly different figures in the world of boxing. Mike Tyson, a former undisputed heavyweight champion, is a name that resonates with boxing fans across the globe. Known for his explosive power and dominance in the ring, Tyson's career has been marked by historic victories and unforgettable moments. Despite his retirement, Tyson remains a powerful symbol of boxing greatness. In contrast, Jake Paul represents a new era of boxing, where social media stardom intersects with professional sports. Starting his career as a YouTube personality, Paul has transitioned into boxing with notable success. His rise has been rapid, and his fights have drawn significant attention, both for his boxing skills and his larger-than-life persona. The matchup between Tyson and Paul is more than just a fight, it's a clash of eras, styles, and personalities. The intrigue surrounding this bout lies in the contrast between Tyson's legendary status and Paul's modern-day appeal. With the knockout incident adding an unexpected twist, the fight's narrative has taken on a new dimension. As the boxing world grapples with the implications of Tyson's knockout, several potential scenarios are emerging. The future of the fight hinges on Tyson's recovery, the decisions of both fighters' teams, and the broader reactions from fans and analysts. Let's explore the possible outcomes and their implications. Tyson's team is working diligently to address the situation. Recovery plans are in place, and medical evaluations are underway to assess the extent of Tyson's injuries. The primary goal is to ensure that Tyson is fit to compete, but time is of the essence. One possible scenario is a postponement of the fight. If Tyson requires additional time to recover, the bout could be rescheduled. This would be a major logistical challenge, impacting not only the fighters but also the promotional and financial aspects of the event. Another possibility is the cancellation of the fight. If Tyson's injuries are severe or if he is unable to recover in time, the fight could be called off entirely. This would be a significant disappointment for fans and could have lasting effects on both Tyson and Paul's careers. The reaction from fans has been a mix of concern and disappointment. Many are eager to see the fight and are hoping for Tyson's swift recovery. Others are expressing doubts about the fight's legitimacy and whether it should proceed given the current circumstances. The Tyson vs. Paul bout, whether it proceeds as planned or faces delays, has broader implications for the sport of boxing. This matchup has already sparked discussions about the state of professional boxing, the role of celebrity fights, and the future of the sport. The boxing industry is closely watching the situation. The outcome of this fight could influence the direction of future celebrity matchups and impact how boxing is perceived by the public. The blend of traditional boxing with modern-day spectacle is a trend that continues to shape the sport. The Tyson vs. Paul fight is a reflection of the changing landscape of boxing. It's a mix of tradition and entertainment, and the way this situation unfolds will have implications for how future fights are approached. In addition to the immediate impact, this situation raises questions about the future of aging fighters and the demands placed on them. Tyson's comeback is a testament to his enduring legacy, but it also highlights the challenges faced by older athletes in high-stakes environments. As we await further developments in the Tyson vs. Paul saga, one thing is clear: this story is far from over. The coming weeks will be crucial in determining the fate of the fight, Tyson's health, and the broader implications for the boxing world. Tyson's recovery, the decisions of both fighters, and the responses from fans and analysts will shape the next chapter of this dramatic story. Whether the fight goes ahead as planned or faces delays, the legacy of this matchup will be defined by how the situation unfolds and how both Tyson and Paul navigate these turbulent waters. Stay tuned for the latest updates, and don't miss out on the unfolding drama. As we follow this story, we'll keep you informed with the latest developments, expert analysis, and fan reactions. The countdown to November 15th continues, and the boxing world is watching closely. Thank you for joining us on this journey through one of the most intriguing stories in boxing. Stay connected, stay informed, and get ready for what promises to be an unforgettable chapter in the world of sports.
Hmm?
Welcome, fight enthusiasts and newcomers alike, to an electrifying exploration into the world of boxing. Before we delve deeper, make sure you've checked out the newly leaked footage of Mike Tyson's awe-inspiring training as he gears up to face Jake Paul. This isn't just a routine, it's a powerhouse of technique and tenacity. Today, we present an exclusive documentary showcasing none other than Mike Tyson, a legend who continues to defy age and expectation. Watch closely as he unleashes a series of explosive punches, each demonstrating the raw power and refined skill that have defined his storied career. As we analyze the footage, note Tyson's impeccable form. His jab, quick and precise, serves not just to strike, but to gauge distance and create openings. His hook, a move perfected over decades, swings with such force that it could very well redefine the outcome of his upcoming bout against Jake Paul.
All these guys who came out of there were monsters, and Rafael Cordeiro is from that camp. He was an elite Thai boxer, and then he became an elite MMA trainer. And so he's the guy working with Mike Tyson. And so he's holding mitts with Mike Tyson, and Mike Tyson is smashing those mitts.
That's what I saw in that
So this
video,
is like right now, 57-year-old. See if you can find some of that. Not the older stuff, but the newer stuff. It's because it's on his Instagram. And, you know,
looked pretty serious.
Yeah, he's like, day 2, still want to with me?
Yeah.
He's like,
I mean, I'm 100% rooting for Mike Tyson.
Oh, of course.
Obviously.
Of course. Everybody should be.
Listen to Joe Rogan's commentary, laden with respect and admiration as he dissects Tyson's techniques.
It's day 1, the fun just begun. Day 2, I'm getting ready for you. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Rogan highlights the ferocity of Tyson's uppercuts and the strategic deployment of his footwork, which allows him to maneuver into optimal positions while maintaining a defensive posture that few fighters can penetrate.
Gently across. No. Come against me after jab. 3. Jab. Zip, zip, zip. 1, 2, 3. Nice one, Mike.
The intensity in Tyson's eyes, the meticulous adjustment of his stance, and the rhythmic dance of his feet all tell a story of a fighter who is not just maintaining, but elevating his craft. Focus on Tyson's footwork. Notice how each step is calculated to maintain balance and generate power. His ability to pivot and generate torque is nothing short of masterful, turning potential energy into devastating impacts.
Nice. Good.
When Tyson throws a hook, it's not just muscle memory. It's a calculated act of physics, maximizing impact at the point of contact. This training session also reveals Tyson's strategic use of rhythm. He's not merely throwing punches, he's setting a tempo.
Water, they would say it's because I couldn't swim. And this is to make history. You know, people think I'm gonna get knocked out by this strong, powerful guy. All the people in my comments saying, look at his power, he's gonna get KO'd. People are yelling at me in the event. But what happens when I put this man to sleep? This shit is not a joke. He's saying that it's gonna be my funeral. He's saying it's gonna be my wake. He's gonna kill Jake Paul, all of these things. And that's why I love Mike, I respect him, but we're not friends anymore. Until November 15th, I'm knocking this motherfucker out, and we're gonna see who's dead.
Well, I commend Tyson because he's one of the guys that paved the way for me to be where I'm at. You know, he's a legendary champion. And the only thing I have to say about Mike Tyson is everyone is always trying to judge Mike Tyson. He lived his life the way he wanted to live.
Boxer. Yeah. Terrifying, you know. Even when I met him at one point backstage at the stadium at a fight, and I was like, I'm still terrified of you from watching you, you know. But then that guy he started becoming, where he became more explorative and he was looking into what, you know, the meaning of life and, you know, having a smoke every now and then and stuff like that, you know. I was like, I'm enjoying this, Mike. Yeah. You know, I'm liking the evolution. You know, what bothers me with this whole thing is that he's got to kind of, you know, slide back to that warrior, you know. And I'm just not sure he needed to do it.
58-year-old men are 58-year-old men no matter what they look like.
Right.
And Jake Paul is a 28-year-old athlete in the prime of his life. You know, he had that very good fight with Tommy Fury, who's a legitimate boxer, you know, which was a very good fight. You know, he just beat up Mike Perry, who's a bare knuckle champion. I mean, he's a real fighter. He can fight. He can, and if Mike Tyson and him are fighting and Mike can't catch him, and Mike has bad knees, if his back's bad. I mean, I don't know what's going on with him physically. It's hard to tell from a guy just hitting pads. When he's hitting those pads, he looks great.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, if he can do that, if he can actually do that for 8 rounds or 10 rounds, however long this fight is.
Well, that's going to be the key, isn't
it? Can he do that? I don't know if he can do that. I mean, he had to pull out the first fight because he had an ulcer.
Right.
So it's, you know.
So, let's see what this press conference delivers. We know the fight is a joke.
Well, I commend Tyson because he's one of the guys that paved the way for me to be where I'm at. You know, he's a legendary champion. And the only thing I have to say about Mike Tyson is everyone is always trying to judge Mike Tyson. He lived his life the way he wanted to live.
And I'm happy that I was able to the ring with so many legendary fighters. You know, to become a great fighter, you had to become great. You had to fight great fighters. You had to fight good fighters. So I wouldn't be where I'm at if it wasn't for the certain guys that paved the way for me today.
58-year-old men are 58-year-old men no matter what they look like. Right. And Jake Paul is a 28-year-old athlete in the prime of his life.
I'm beautiful, and I've been training for a while, like 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
I'm just asking when you get into camp.
I'm okay to fight.
But when you get into camp, like when
I'm in camp right now.
Very good, thank you.
I'm in camp right now.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.
I love you, Mike.
Same.
And I'm very nervous for you.
Thank you for caring.
I do care. I care about you. And I care about my brother. And I know the path he's on right now. And it's ruthless, Mike.
I agree. It's pretty cool.
It's cool. It's so cool to watch. And he's really crushing it. And I just feel like I want you to be okay in there, Mike.
Thank you for joining us in this deep dive into Mike Tyson's preparation for a fight that's set to captivate the world of boxing. The dedication, strategy, and sheer power you've witnessed today are just the tip of the iceberg. What do you think about Tyson's chances against Jake Paul? How do you rate Paul's readiness to face such a formidable opponent? Share your thoughts, analyses, and predictions.